This is Janam Patani over here, and today we'll be creating one game. The name of the game is Shooting Spaceship. Okay, so yeah, let's start with it. First, we'll be starting with what is this platform all about. What's the name of the platform? The name of the platform is Scratch Programming. Okay, in the extreme left hand side, if you see this section is known as Toolbox because it contains lots and lots of code. The code which gonna put it's over here in the middle section, which is workspace. Whatever the code we have put, we will be seeing output over here, and this extreme right section is known as stage. If you wanna add some characters, let's start with adding the characters. We'll be clicking on it, and it is known as sprite. So we'll be clicking on it, and we'll be adding one spaceship, rocket ship, and I'll be adding rocks. I'll be also okay, I think that's enough. I'll be adding one background, space stars maybe. The direction I'll make it 180. Size I'll make it 50. Okay, for now I'll be hiding the rock. I'll be assigning this rocket a position, so when green flag clicked, go to this position. What else? I'll make y as 0. Whenever the up arrow key is pressed, forever loop. If up arrow key is pressed, then we'll be changing y-axis because moving upwards is in vertical movement. I'll be changing my vertical axis. Vertical axis is my y-axis, and I'll be changing it by positive number. Let's see, it is working properly. Same thing I'll be doing with this. If down arrow key pressed, then I'll be changing my y by -5. Perfect. Now let's write the code for my rocks. So basically I'll be making its size as 50. Whenever the green flag is clicked, I want it to create clone of itself. I'll be creating 5 clones, so I'll be just creating a putting repeat flag in this forever, or else repeat 5, and just create clone of myself. Okay, I'll be also assigning it a position, so go to. Okay, that I can do later on. So when I start as a clone, first I'll be assigning it a position. Okay, I want it to appear randomly on y-axis. I'll be putting a random operator. A random operator will be like 166 to -166. Okay, perfect. Now what do I want? I want it to go leftwards, glide leftwards. I'll be putting a forever loop. I'll be just saying change your x-axis by negative number. Okay, I'll be putting show hide, and where's the hider? Okay, I think this is perfect. Now I'll be writing that whenever if the x position is equals to x equals to 212, go back to this position. let's run it now. Okay, when I start as a clone, I have to write show. Okay, again, or I can simply put go to. I can, instead of repeat until loop, I can simply say, okay, instead of forever loop, I can put a repeat until loop. In repeat until loop, I'll be saying change x by -5 until it is touching the edge. Now it has touched the edge, I'll be deleting the clone. Deleting the clone, I'll be going to control. I'll be simply putting delete this clone. Okay, and I'll be also putting broadcast message. Then broadcast message is clones. I'll be putting when I receive clones. I'll be duplicating this, and yeah, let's see how it works. Okay, I think this has been crushed. Okay, I'll be putting a forever loop over here, and over here I'll be putting wait for 4 seconds. Three seconds. Two 0.2 seconds. Perfect. I'll be also writing in this process if I'll be also putting one button. Okay, let's write this if statement afterwards. I'll be putting a button, basically a laser attack. The size should be 10 or 20. I want this button to appear over here, so whenever the green flag is clicked, I want this button to go to, or I'll be just simply putting go to rocket ship Y exposition. Y position. Let's see how is it working in a forever loop. Okay, this is working perfectly. Okay, yeah. Now what do I want? Whenever I will be removing the forever loop, whenever space key pressed, when green flag clicked, I want it to hide. When space key pressed, I want it to go to this position and create, or I'll be simply putting create clone of myself. After it creates clone of itself, then I'll be putting this, I'll be putting show, and I'll be also putting a forever loop that it will glide rightwards. So I'll be changing my x-axis by 3, or instead of forever loop I'll be putting repeat until loop until it touches the edge. Repeat until loop, where is it? Change x by 3 until it touches the edge. Let's see how it should work. 3 will be much slower. Instead of touching edge, I'll be putting, since this is not working, again a forever loop. If the x condition is x position is minus 129, then delete the clone. Okay, the clone is not getting deleted. Or I'll be just saying over here, repeat until change x by 7 touching edge, delete. Working perfectly. Okay, I'm done with this much. Now what do I have to say? That whenever this button touches the rock, okay, or I'll be just going to rocks, that when green flag clicks, forever loop, if condition touching button, then what do I want is, I want my score to increase. I'll be making one variable. I'll be setting my score to 0. I'll be changing my score. Set score to 0. I'll be changing my score by 1. Okay. When green flag clicked, or I can put this code to this button itself, that hey, when you start as a clone, if it touches the button, just increase the score. Let's see. The score is increasing. And I'll be broadcasting delete the rock. Okay, so basically I want to delete the rock. I'll be deleting this rock. So when if it touches the button, then delete the clone. Okay, working perfectly, I think so. The score is increasing whenever the space key is pressed. So what do I have to say is, whenever if it touches the button too, okay, if it touches the rocks, it should be. Or I can simply increase my score from here itself, change score by 1, and I will just creating this. Working perfectly. Okay. Okay, computer has been hanged. We'll be waiting for some time. Okay, so we are done with this much. The score is increasing, and yeah. Now what do I want is, whenever this rock touches the rocket, I'll be just writing whenever this rock, or whenever if it touches. I think there's no need of this glue, right? Whenever if it touches what? If it touches rocket, then what do I want is, I'll be simply broadcasting game over. Game over. When I receive game over, when I receive game over, I'll be playing one sound, loose. I'll be playing the sound, and I'll be also changing my background. I'll be deleting this, I'll be duplicating this, or I can simply say game over. And I'll be stopping everything. Instead of place on until done, I'll be putting start sound, and I'll be stopping everything. Stop other scripts and sprite. Same thing I'll be doing over here. When I receive game over, stop other scripts and sprite. I'll be putting this code for button 2, right? And I'll be also, let's play this going game once. Let's touch it. Now what else I want is that whenever this rock touches the button, I want to play some sound too. So I'll be just going to sound, and I'll be start sound. Pop. Let's see. Okay, and yeah, we are done with the game. Let's play it once again, last time. So yeah, we are done with the game. I hope you understood the code, concept and logic, and I also hope you enjoyed the lecture. So yeah, this is Jainam Patani signing off.